Hello, 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 hello. How are ya? Welcome to Beam's Crafty Corner. I am Beema, better known as Els, and we have been here throughout the day. Um, for a little bit of time at a time. Basically, hanging out with you guys. So I have the live chat going. Hi, Harry. And that is the link. If you would like to join me, you can certainly do so. Just come on in. I'll hear the bing go off that you're in the back room in the studio, and I will let you in. And you can come in and play. Hi, Harry. Did you get turkey? You did? It was in your bowl, huh? Yeah, Mommy put turkey in your bowl for you because you're a good kitty. Mm-hmm. I did. So what have we done today? We have done a lot. What have we done? We did stuff. Get down. Get down. I need to use the counter. Get down. Go on, down. Oh, don't scratch your itches. Get down. Thank you. Okay, so I got a bunch of kids' crafts is what I did. I went and I got a bunch of kids' crafts. And so we made some stuff. And the first thing we made was this guy, and we haven't finished him yet. I got to get a thing to put him together. But he's basically going to be a snowman. Because I'm on a snowman kick today. I don't know why. But it's 3 different size pom-poms, and I told you guys how to make the pom-pom things to make the pom-poms. We cut them.
Made it snow in the backyard.
Huh?
Made it snow in the backyard.
Yeah, and I made snow in the backyard because you take this outside and you shake it. It's like snow. Note to self, don't use chenille yarn for this. 1, your balls don't look like balls. And 2, it sheds. So we did that. And then, hey, stop. Get down. Get down, kitty. So we did that little craft. And then what else did we do? Oh, then we made our Hoovian Christmas tree out of craft foam and dies, cutting dies. So I had a couple of different sets of circle dies, and one was this scalloped edge, and the other one was just a regular one. So we every other colored it and put it together, and we got a little Hoovian Christmas tree out of the deal, which we have over here with thing 2. They're hanging out together. I've made a mess on my desk. Hold on. I've made a total mess of my desk over here. Okay, what else did we do? I played with glitter, and we made this.
Yeah, made a mess.
Made this little ornament out of some Dollar Tree ornaments. So we made this little ornament, kind of cute. And it's Christmas, so I played with yarn, with glitter. That foul thing, glitter. And we also made this little snow guy. He came from a kit of kids' toys that we got, and I think this came from Hobby Lobby. I think it's a Hobby Lobby thing. But we made that, and we still have a couple of things to do. So we made him, and we still have this bag of kids' craft supplies.
Go on, go lay down.
Because that's what I got. I got a bunch of kids' craft supplies.
Go lay down.
Because I thought it would be fun
Harry.
to do some kid craft stuff. So next, we're going to make some more snowmen. I'm on a snowman kick, okay? Shoot me. I like snowmen. I'm going to put this back in the bag, though. We'll get these all put together later. In there. Okay, that's all put together. So, we have these giant tongue depressor things, they're bigger than tongue depressors. They're bigger than my hand. These things are over 7 3/4 inches by almost an inch wide. And they're from the wood pile over at the Schnabby. And we're just going to make snowman out of it. Easy peasy. This is literally easy. Okay, so we are going to need some paint. We're going to need white, which we have. We're going to need orange, which I'll get. Some black, which I'll get. We have some scarves, and you don't have to use paint. If you don't want to paint, you can paint the stick, and then you can use like candy dots or gems or something to do the face. But yeah, this is going to be our snowman. This is his hat, and we're going to do a thing. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to do it. I don't know how we're putting a brim on this. Probably paper. Yes, I know. You would like some food. I see you sitting there on the glitter box. There you go. Food. Okay. So let me get orange paint for noses. Orange paint. Orange paint. Some black paint for eyeballs and the hat. What else? Paintbrushes and a bottle of water and some water. Okay. Paintbrush. Water. Small paintbrush for eyes. Well, we'll use the ball. I like it better anyway. Okay. Okay. I don't know, not a thing. All right, so I'm going to paint this white. Two coats. What a mess. Who made this mess? Was it me? Yeah, it was me. I did it. Kind of a messy Marvin today. Yeah. Okay. Get that mess cleaned up. White paint. So I'm just going to paint my tongue depressor white, both sides, but one side at a time. You know, I'm going to do this side and let it dry and then put a second coat on it and then do the other side. Yeah. Ooh. Come back here. All right, so paint. Let it dry. So yes, I mean, I get it. Yes, we have been childish today. But you know what? We've been together, and that's all that really matters. All right. Let's get live on our live. There we go. Okay, so we're letting this one dry. And again, the first coat dries really quick because the popsicle stick is raw wood and it sucks it right up. So it doesn't take very long. So now we'll put the second coat on. So the first coat kind of ends up being like a primer. And then the second coat takes longer to dry. So we'll let it dry. 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 I don't know. It's not drying. Dry faster. Dry faster. I'm kidding. It's only going to go so fast, you know? So I had yummy Thanksgiving dinner while I was away. Sorry I had to leave you guys, but I had to go eat with the ubber. Yeah, I'm going to go eat with my hubber. I saw these at the store and I went, we could do something with them. So I bought them, you know, and figured we'd play with them. What the heck? Now we are going to need to put a hat on this. How shall we do a hat? Oh, I know. Yeah, let's just cut out a circle. I mean, we could make a hat. It's not that difficult. All right. Brim. Top of hat. I'm going to get a scrap of some black 110. Which I happen to have plethoras of. Because I use it for a lot of stuff. But we can use the little cutter on this, so we don't have to use the big cutter. Because I don't have to get all the stuff off my desk. Yay. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. We're going to cut 2 circles. One about half the size of the other. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah. You'll see. Because we have to get this on his head, you know? Through the sidekick it goes. Okay. Comes out the other end. We have 2 circles. The bottom of our hat, the top of our hat. How tall do we want this hat to be? Probably like Abraham Lincoln tall. I'm thinking. So let's go like, I don't know, like 1.25 inches, I think would be good. What do you think? Is that about right? Okay. We're going to see if we can bend this, which may be a little bit difficult. So all I'm doing is using my scoring tool to go down the paper, and I'm putting a little bit of pressure on it, and when you do that, it curves. I think we need a bigger top than that, though. I think that's a bit too small for our hat. So let's cut this one. Out of another piece of paper. Because this paper is too small now. I made it too small. All right, another piece of 110. The good news is that I have a plethora of 110-pound paper scraps. Okay. So we'll go ahead and cut a piece of this. me see. That's going to have to be bigger too. Just a little bit, you know? Okay. All right, so we get these out of the way. Over there. Get that. Yes. Okay. Get these out of the way. All right, we're going to turn this over and we're going to paint the other side white. Set it off to the side so it's out of my way because I'm dangerous with wet paint. Me and the cat both are dangerous with wet paint. I will like put my whole arm in it, you know, and Harry will walk on it and there'll be little white kitty prints everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna put that over there, clean up our mess, brush in the washer. All right, now we need to make a circle. This will fit on top of. I think that's pretty close. I don't know. How big is that? It's about 3 3¾ inches. Bring it around. We'll make a hat. And that will glue. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay. Let's close that up. Get that out of the way. Let's get some glue. Regular glue. 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 Glue, 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 glue. Of course, my glue doesn't want to work. Of course it doesn't. It's okay. I know how to fix it. Or maybe it just wasn't there yet. Glue. Lid. Bring this around. I'm going to put these two pieces together, just like that. We don't want them like way over each other. We just want them to, you know, be big enough that we can get that on there. I think that's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to put a clamp on this to hold it while it sets up. I'm going to get rid of these because these aren't going to work. Now, I want my brim of my hat to be nice and sturdy. So I'm actually going to cut a second one just so I can glue them together. Where did I put the 110-pound paper? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Bless you.
Oh,
Bless you.
excuse me. I am so sorry. Thank you, dear. Okay. Cutting out the second piece. So if you want to know how to do this, this is kind of the way it's done. Okay. So now we have two of those. And we have one top and we have our circle that we're making. Our loop. Now we're going to glue these two together. Ooh, don't get these loud. All right, so we're going to glue these together because we're going to cut a slit in them. And they have to kind of go on here. So.
Okay. All right.
If you have a circle punch, you can circle punch this. Hello, lurker.
Go.
Okay, so that's dry. This is mostly dry. Okay. Now I'm going to put some glue around the top of this, around the edge. just like that. And I want to put this on here. Like this. Now, if you don't like the way that it hangs over, you can trim it or use your file. All right, so we're going to let that dry. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, we're ready for our second coat of paint here. Tomorrow morning, in our normal morning live, we are going to be prepping for our dupe project because it's going to take a little bit longer than it normally takes us to do this one. Usually I can do the whole dupe in like 20-30 minutes, but I have a feeling this one's going to take a little bit longer. So we're going to prep tomorrow morning, and then we'll finish it tomorrow night in our regular 6 o'clock. So tomorrow is going to be, a 2-part video all day. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Let's clean up this mess. You know what the problem is with having paint all over your board? You don't know what's new and what's old. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this for the moment because it's gonna. I don't want to spell it. And I won't be the one to spill it. Harry will, but he will make a right mess with it. Okay, so now we got that part. Now this is at the bottom of our hat, and it has to go on here, but we're going to put this, thread it over the thing. So I'm going to get a dry one. I'm hoping the bottom is big enough. It might need to go bigger. No, it's going to be fine. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of marks here. That looks pretty even. Okay. So I'm basically cutting kind of a thin slot out of this with my craft knife. Just so that we can slide the popsicle stick through. It's a little off center, but that's okay. All right. Boink. Put it away. This to put away. We'll use our dry one to check if we can get that on there. And we can. Pretty good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Now, I suppose I could have used a slot. I do have a slot knife that I could have used for this, but. Okay. So then our hat is going to go on there. Let's see. Yep. our hat is going to go on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this together first before we do, before we put the hat together. We're going to do this first. Hi, Michelle.
Are you done, sir? Awesome.
And then I think I'm going to use some candy dots. So we'll get those out. We'll do some candy dots for the buttons and for his eyeballs and all that stuff. I think we'll use black diamonds for the eyes so they look like, coal. And then we'll use black candy dots for the buttons. We could paint them. If you don't have candy dots or, gems or whatever, you can paint them. We good with it? Okay. We're just waiting for this to dry. It's not dry yet. Oh, you hung out with another Aussie today? I cut Gigi's nails. She's not happy with me about the whole thing. She does not like her nails cut. She doesn't. She's no. All right. So now that this is mostly dry, I'm going to put this in, slide it down. And then I'm going to use my punch. And I'm going to be putting a hole in here. Now your punch will go through this, okay? No big deal. Doesn't have to be straight even, guys, because that's where you're going to put the string inside the hat. So, yeah. All right. So now we need a string for this. Use whatever string you have. Okay. I'm going to put this through. Let's try this again. Put this through the hole. Let's use the other side. Okay, I did it again. Oh my God. Come on, we all do it. And we get frustrated with ourselves. And then, what are we supposed to do? So we laugh about it. Because if we get mad, it doesn't work. Let's see if I can get my hook in there. No, I cannot put my hook in there. Got my Aussie butt. My little Aussie butt. He's doing better today. He hasn't had a seizure all day. So he's doing better. Okay, so I have that on there. Right. Okay. So now I'm going to put this through the top. So I'm going to put a hole in the top here of my hat. After I throw it on the floor. Okay. I'm going to get a pad to do this and drop everything on my head. Because that's always fun. That looks about center. Shoop, shoop. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Right. Well, this is going to be difficult.
Enough.
We have the doors open because it's like 900 degrees in here. I mean that. It's hotter than Hades hoochie in here. All right. We need to put this thing. You know what? Let's do this the easy way. How about that, Einstein? Let's do this the easy way. Instead of fumbling in the dark. This on here. Pull it up through there. Okay. We put his hat down over the stick. Bring up the brim. Now I made this hat. Okay. Glue. So I'm holding this so that it dries. And this glue dries clear, so I don't really worry about it. And it's not like the hot glue that's kind of all over the place. I'm trying not to use the hot glue because it gets everywhere. Okay. So now he needs a face. I think we'll just use paint. Where's my daughter? My daughter. Paint. Dotting tools. And these little ones. Let's see. This one. All right. We need to give him a mouth and 2 eyes. So, make your eyes bigger. All right. And then you have to give him a mouth. He needs buttons. We're going to let that dry. You're hungry? That damn Thanksgiving, those turkeys just fly right through you. Turkeys and Chinese food, you know? I'm going to put these away. I'm still looking for these. I bought a set of them, and then I can't find them anymore. So I'm still trying to find them because I have a lot of people asking about those. All right, so we're letting this dry. He needs a nose. I'm going to get a brush for that. A little brush over here. Tiny brushes. But I have tiny brushes. Which one do I use? This is my tiny brush set. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I think we'll use this one. Yeah, we'll use this one. I have these tiny, tiny brushes. I don't know where I got them, but they're tiny. Okay. All right. So we need to give him a nose. A little carrot nose. And it should be right about there. Yeah, right about there. I made a mess there. And that will certainly get into the, it'll be later. Okay, he's got a nose. Waiting for his dots to dry so that we can do his thing. Oh, these. They're little, they're actually for doing nails, you know, for doing art on nails, but they work really good for painting and stuff. And I found them at the Dollar Tree a long time ago, no, like a year and a half ago. And I've never been able to find them since. I got to find them because I have a lot of people asking about them. Yeah, they make all these perfect little dots. Okay, so our guy needs a hat band and a scarf. I think we're going to use this one. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. See if I can find the end of the plastic. Ooh, I think that's tape. I think I found tape. Yeah, but I don't want to pay that money on Amazon, honey. I want to pay $1.25 for them at the Dollar Tree because I'm cheap. And because I want to be able to sell them cheap. Because I'm cheap. By the way, I went to the Snob. You know, because that's where I expect to find, you know, stuff like buffalo check ribbon. They didn't have any. Except what was on their ribbon, their regular ribbon rack. And so they didn't have any holiday buffalo check. Kind of, you know, disappointing. All right, so 4 inches is about what we need for our hat band. I know. I was so like, how do you say you've got your holiday stuff out if you don't have out buffalo check? Especially at Hobby Snobby. You know, that's where all the cool kids shop. I went a little over. It's okay. Just kind of fold it back.
Yay!
Oh my God. That's his first phone call today.
Thank you for calling Cox Business Support. My name's Mike. How may I assist you?
I just wanted to find out if somebody was actually here.
How's it going, Chad?
It's not even funny. People do that.
Sorry about that. What can I do for you?
Hat band. He has a hat band. And then we're going to give him a scarf.
What's the previous ticket? That's an oldie. Maybe. Let's see what I can do here for you.
Gonna get these tails in the loop. There we go. We can do it. We can do it. Shoosh. Kind of just like this. And then what I'm going to do is put a glue, drop of fabric tack in there, or hot glue. We'll do hot glue. I'll hold it until the hot glue gets it. Yeah. We'll wait. Hot glue.
Horizon. You're on your huge. All right. There is.
I know. Hello. Thanks for calling. I was very lonely.
This dark fiber.
I know. I don't know what they change this every year. And it's just so that certain people will run out and buy more stuff, you know? To move this down. Put there. Give her a little scarf. And we'll put a drop of hot glue back here and then push this down into it so that it stays. And you can make the hat bigger or use smaller popsicle sticks. I just found these and I thought they would work. And they're kind of cute. So
Is the same thing going on as before?
you're never rude.
All right. Because the last time it was about the same thing, but there were hubs and rings and simplex due to a cut. All right, well, let's update these notes. I'm grabbing the ones from before. I got the circuit ID. I got the address. Are we using our internal ticket number, or have you got one? Okay, then let's create us a ticket.
I really didn't want to use hot glue, but it's kind of the only way to make this one work. Unless I want to sit here for 20 minutes, you know? And I'm not that patient. There. I've done it. I made a little kid snowman. No, he doesn't have to deal with them because he does business. Yeah. That's residential's getting hit with that stuff tonight. People being obnoxious. All right. So, trying to get this rubber band on here.
All right, I got a phone number here of 785-250-6549. Is that accurate?
Okay, So I do have that in black and white and the red and white check. Yeah, that's our last little guy for today. I still do have one last project, but we'll do it on another day because I want to see if we can fit that in there. And if we can, I want to get some fake snow for it.
Did you need that at circuit ID?
You want to do the lace snowflakes?
All right. I got 25.
We did those the other night.
Lima, X-ray.
We did.
000084. ... Charlie Oscar X-ray. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, Charlie Oscar X-ray Charlie. Okay.
All right. So
What time did this go down?
2 circles, big,
Update the time on the
1 circle small, a strip, and again, to get this to curl, just roll it around like something round. And that will actually make it easier to curl it.
Yeah.
And then you can
125.
put it together and hold it with a clamp, and then you can make your hat out of it. Pretty simple, easy to make a little hat. Put a slot in it. If you have that set of slot dies, that's the set of slot dies that I carry in the shop, there might be one in here that might be thin enough, small enough to use. If not, check your other stuff. Otherwise, just use your craft knife and put a slit in it and then cut it with your scissors. And that will help to kind of open it up a little bit. Little scissors. And then, you can paint on the face, or you can use candy dots or whatever you want to use to put your faces on. And there it is. So we've done a lot of really silly kids' crafts today, mostly snowmen. Don't judge me. It's glitter.
All right, now, if Knock is as busy as what I am, and if it weren't for you, I would have probably gotten the highest avail time today. But so far, it's an hour and 40 minutes.
So we have this guy, which we still have to get finished.
It's been one of those,
and I'll finish him on another day.
It's like Christmas.
He is a snowball pom-pom snowman. But I think he looks better as a Christmas tree, personally. Didn't work out the way I thought it was going to. So we've done that. We've done the snowflakes. We've done our snowmen. This was just an extra thrown in one. And we made our Hoovian Christmas tree. So, we're being childish today.
All right.
Doing a bunch of kid stuff. And I couldn't find my other things, so we have an orange pipe cleaner, using an orange pipe cleaner for the center. So, it's my Hoovian tree. I'm keeping him over here by thing 2 on my desk. And that's kind of everything I've got for today, guys. Like I said, the only thing left in the bag now.
All right. I have ticket number 31621011.
Is the snow globe, which we'll do probably, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the next day. But we have a bunch of really kind of cute little crafts that you guys can play with.
That is now off to our Knock. Is there anything else I can try to
And
all right, buddy. Thank you for using Cops and have yourself a fantastic evening.
That's going to kind of conclude my day-long adventure on YouTube. I hope that at some point today you were able to come and hang out and that you had a good time. And maybe we did something that you thought might be fun. I don't know. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. But we goofed around and we played with stuff and we had fun and, just kind of, really, we were just making fun of ourselves doing this. But that's everything. And if you have any questions on any of the things that I did today, just let me know, in the comment section or email me. And, I'll tell you if you missed something or I missed something or whatever. But that's going to do it for today because it is already 8:30 and that's 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30 across the country. And so I'm going to pop off here. Hubby's going to be off work in a half an hour. I still have the kitchen to clean up. And I will be back tomorrow morning, and we're going to start the prep for our dupe. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. So to do the dupe, you're going to need either a piece of wood or a piece of foam that you can paint or color. You're going to need some plastic stems, flower stems. You don't need the flowers. We just want the stems. And if you don't have floral tape, that's fine. Use regular masking tape. We're going to use some floral tape. And we're going to be using some lights. Not these, because I didn't realize when I got these are the multicolor, and I don't want the multicolor, I want the white ones. But I have some other ones that are just white. We're going to be using those. What else? So I'm going to be cutting my piece of wood down smaller, and I'm going to be drilling I'm going to have hubby drill 4 holes in it so that I can glue my stems in. What else? That's it. If you don't have wood and you don't have a piece of foam, go cut up a cardboard box and make it the size that you want. Just glue like 4 or 5 pieces together. And then we can put ribbon around it. It's the same, it'll look fine. Actually, Michelle, I have a video. Where did I put it? I talked about it yesterday when I was in the live. And Arlene asked me later on about it. And I went and found it for her because she could not find it. And that's first. Let me put this in here. So this is the dupe I did last year. And it was a snowman family made out of paint stirrers. So if you want to watch that video, that's the link for it right there. And if whatever reason you don't see the link, you can go over to my Facebook group. There's a link there as well. Arlene put it in yesterday. She was looking for the video, so I sent it to her, so she posted it for everybody else. But that was during yesterday's video that I mentioned it, and it's a whole snow family, and it came out really cute. It was a dupe of Hobby Lobby, and I think theirs was like $29 or something. It was around $30, and I ended up doing it for like $7, $8. So that's going to be tomorrow's project, and we're going to start in the morning. We're going to prep in the morning. We're going to be getting rid of the flowers and cutting our stems down. And if all you have is masking tape, then we can paint it. It's no big deal. But we're going to be doing the prep for that. I'm going to show you how to use your acrylic paint to make a quick stain so that it looks still like wood if you're using wood. If you're not using wood, then we can paint it, and build it. And I'll build it out of cardboard so you guys can see, how easy that'll be. That's it. That is it. That is all that I have for you today, because I'm tired, guys. I've been here all day, on and off, and I've been cooking all day. And so I am exhausted, and I need to get a shower and get some sleep. So I'm going to go do that. I did want to get to the angel, but we didn't get to her. But I do have the clothespins, so we may do her tomorrow. You never know. We might do it tomorrow. But that is it. That is my whole spiel for today. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that came out and hung out with me today. And I hope that in some way I was able to brighten your holiday. Tomorrow, Michelle, we're making this. It's a dupe of a $200 thing of from the this catalog. Olive and cocoa or something like that. Anyway, it's an expensive freaking catalog, and the thing is expensive. It's like $200, and I think that's stupid because you could do it for, you don't even want to know. But I'll tell you guys all how much I spent tomorrow. All right, so that's it. That's all I have. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. What do you know? I'm here on the holidays. I hang out with you guys. Why? Because my husband works on the holidays. And so he sits behind me and does nothing for 9.5 hours a day. So check out my Facebook group and everything else. There's nothing in the description today because this isn't really about promoting the channel. This is more about just hanging out with you guys. So until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.